It's a lot of fun for an author to actually finally get out of our house. You joke, we meet with readers, like there's someone other than my mom who actually likes my novels. You're always a little worried about that stuff when you're a novelist. And just to interact, to support a library, like every author out there, I got my start with libraries too. And it's amazing. I mean, getting to come to a library to read books, it opens up your world. And at a certain point, I was living in a very small town where there's more cows than people, but I'm not thinking in terms of what can't be done. I have all these great books showing me everything that can be done. So when I was 17, as a lifelong reader, I got it in my head to write my very first novel. I'd never met an editor, an agent, a published author, never even dreamed about something like New York. And then I went back to my local library. I actually looked up the writer's market and how to get published. And 3 years later, I sold that first book. So a lot of my thrillers look for me as a psychological suspense that has everything to do with a family. From the very beginning, tragedy has struck. We have a family where pretty much every member has been shot dead and the 16-year-old daughter is missing. In the real world, this is going to go one of two ways. Either the daughter was involved in the murder of her own family, which is horrific, or the family was murdered in order to kidnap her. In the case of Look for Me, I knew I'd bring back Detective Dee Warren to try to solve this crime of what happened to this family. But I also have a character, a victim turned vigilante, Flora Dane, and we know she is obsessed with missing persons cases. So the minute I had a missing 16-year-old girl in Boston, I knew there was no way Flora Dane wouldn't be involved. And now it's kind of fun, and I leave it up to the readers. So I basically have two sides of a crime-fighting coin. I have Detective Dee Warren, who is a dedicated police officer and would like to arrest whoever did this awful thing. And I have Flora Dane, a vigilante, who would possibly like to maim and or kill whoever did this awful thing. And now readers can decide, are you Team Dee or are you Team Flora? But I can tell you now, everyone's voting for the vigilante.